Hey guys, Captain Foley here, and it's time to look at something I've wanted to look at for a little while now. And thanks to my good friend Tyler, who you guys might know as Fleetpaw Swiftback, who's one of our moderators on the YouTube channel. He actually got these for me because I couldn't find them anywhere in Canada. But we're going to be taking a look at the Playmates Wrath of Khan line. We've got Spock here, as you can see. We've got Khan, and we've got Admiral James T. Kirk. So we're going to be taking a look at these today up close and kind of give you my thoughts on them. Wasn't really interested in the TNG figures, and yeah, they're kind of hard to find here in Canada. I don't know why, but thankfully I did get the package from Fleetpaw, and I'm super excited to look at these. So we're going to get into it right now and take a look. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. If you do, hit that like button. Show your support for the channel any way you can. Comment down below, like. Throw me a super thanks on this video. I'd really appreciate that as well. So anyway, let's get into it. Alright, so we're in a Wrath of Khan mood, as you can tell. Even my watch. So yeah, we're going to look at these Wrath of Khan figures. And we'll start with Admiral Kirk here. So I got the classic Star Trek movie series up there with the TOS Enterprise. I wish it would have been the refit, but on the side there it says Admiral James T. Kirk, Galactic Accessories, Type 2 Phaser, Starfleet Wrist Communicator, Captain's Log, and bonus Star Trek movie action base. Playmates logo down there. And Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, 40 years. Which is cool because at Wonderfest this year, this past year, they were celebrating the 40th of Wrath of Khan. And Nicholas Meyer was there, so got to meet him. Alright, so now we got Kirk in the package. You can see his accessories. I will be taking these guys out because I do want to take a closer look at them and display them, but going to the back of the packaging, you got more of the same. You got the classic Star Trek movie series and the TOS Enterprise again. Starfleet Wrist Communicator allows Admiral Kirk to stay in constant contact with the Enterprise while conducting away missions. The Captain's Log, a portable electronic device for recording personal log entries during Starfleet missions. Type 2 Phaser. With various power settings, this versatile handheld weapon will disrupt or destroy the molecular energy in any target. And then the base. Ooh, Starfleet Action Base. Stand him up or plug him into the base. Khan is always ready for action. And there you got the three in this Wrath of Khan set. Admiral James T. Kirk, Captain Spock, and of course Khan Noonien Singh. And then you got your QR codes, or your Q code as they call it. And all the other details there. You got little clip and collect bio cards, much like G.I. Joe's used to have the file cards. So James T. Kirk, Human Admiral, Assignment, Commanding Officer, USS Enterprise, and CC 1701. Seeking vengeance on James T. Kirk. Superhuman tyrant Khan hijacks the starship, steals the Genesis device, and sets a deadly trap for the crew of the Enterprise. So that's him there. That is Mr. Kirk. Let's move on to the next one. That, of course, will be Spock. So, same packaging all around. He comes with radiation gloves, though, as you can see there. And engineering tool as well. So tricorder and engineering tool. and the base. Looks really good. I like the packaging. These are a lot smaller than I expected them to be. I mean, I've seen some unboxings of them in some videos, some reviews. They look bigger. I seem to remember the Playmates figures being bigger back in the day even, but apparently not. So, oh well. So there, it's got the engineering tool. Allows Spock to handle particularly or practically any breakdown that might occur on the Enterprise. Starfleet Tricorder, standard data processing device. For all away missions, the Tricorder quickly analyzes field data and stores it for later study. And the radiation gloves. Provides radiation protection to the hands when in the warp core chamber. Other than that, it's all the same. There you got Spock's bio card. Vulcan human, captain, first officer, USS Enterprise. That says the same thing about Khan and the Wrath of Khan there. So that is Spock. And lastly, of course, we have Khan. You know, I can't really yell it because it would just disrupt people in the house, so I'm not going to yell it, but there you go. There's Khan, and he comes with a Starfleet phaser, a bowl of SETI eels, Genesis control box, and of course the stand. On the back, everything else is the same, except for it gives you the description here of each thing. Bowl of SETI eels, they grow inside humanoid brains and inhibit willpower, which lets Khan control his victims. Genesis control box, stolen by Khan. This is used to target and detonate the Genesis device. And the stand. Down here you got his file card. Khan Noonien Singh, human augment, former dictator, exiled to City Alpha 5. So, there is Khan. Now it's time to crack into these bad boys and open them up. So let's do that. Alright, we will start off with Mr. Kirk. Admiral Kirk. Pretty good likeness of Shatner, honestly. Interesting skin tone. Looks kind of milky in person, but not bad. I've got the hair there. Detailing on that. There's a little bit of hair paint for the hair transferred onto the ear, but that's okay. Oh, sorry. This is a weird setup for me, so I'm trying to get used to it here. Focus. Got the Wrath of Khan badge. The uniform looks really good. You got that gold stripe there. You can see the admiral cluster, belt buckle, his year service pins on his wrist. It's also a nice matte color. It's a really nice color. It's a good maroon color, I feel. The arms do articulate. They also swivel out like that. And yeah, the hand spins. The legs go out like that and move forward and back pretty well. You got the red pinstripe on the pants there. And nice. I love the way the shape of the pants at the bottom is there. It looks really good. And then there's the boots. Not much else to say, really. So that's Kirk. I'm actually very happy with the way this thing looks. Quite impressive. Set him there for a moment. Stand. It's just the standard stand. We got the Type 2 phaser. Just the Star Trek 2 phaser, obviously. All molded in one color, as per Playmates. This is the captain's log, apparently. It's really nothing, it's just like a flat piece of gray plastic, shaped a little bit like a clipboard. Not much to that. And then lastly, his wrist communicator, which actually has a clip there to go on his arm. But that just looks ridiculous, and I would never ever have that on. So I'm going to take that off instantly and go from there. So yeah, there's Kirk. Very happy with this guy, I gotta say. Alright, let's move on to the next. Should also point out that he doesn't hold the phaser super well. It's quite loose in his hand, just the way his hand is molded. And it looks kind of silly in his hand, honestly. But yeah, it could work. It's just be aware it's very loose. Like it falls out fairly easily, so just be aware. Phaser safety, it's important. Next up we have Mr. Spock, live long and prosper. Got his hands in the classic live long and prosper pose, which when you put it down at the side is fine, because if you're displaying it on a shelf and he's facing forward, it looks fine if you don't want that. Other than that, the uniform's exactly the same as Kirk's, just he's got a captain's bar there, obviously. The face looks quite a good likeness of Leonard Nimoy. Ears look good. That profile definitely looks like Nimoy for sure. Got his captain's bars there on the side, and his years of ranks of service pins. Same thing, all the same motions. The legs are a little wobbly to get these to stand, I should point out. We're just trying to stand Kirk up, and it almost seems like Kirk's right leg, his right leg, it's on, left of your screen, but his right leg seems just a little bit longer than the other one. So standing them up can be problematic. Spock hasn't been a problem yet. Shatner was, though. Kirk was. So, but anyway, so that's him. Got his little diagnostic tool there. Like an old camcorder or something. This is a tricorder. So from the side, that's the front, the top and the back. Pretty big, actually. And looks kind of silly in his hand. These actually don't hold these at all, really. The accessories don't seat well in the hands, I find, on these Playmates figures, so that's a bit of a downside. Of course, these comes with the standard stand, and then you got the gloves, like Mickey Mouse gloves. But I really thought these would be like pull-off hands, and you could just add these. No, they actually are soft rubber, and they've got a slit in them. You can see that, like so. So when you put them on, you just literally put them on over his other hand. His big oven gloves, oven mitts, and yes, it does work on this hand as well. if I can get it in there. Get that thumb in there. Oh my goodness. There we go. So there's his oven mitt gloves. Go team, you're number one. Again, those just look ridiculous and cartoony. Like I said, they look like Mickey Mouse hands or something. So there you go. There's Mr. Spock. Again, I do like this one very much. I like the size. I like the feel. I like the colors on these. Everything about them just looks great. So anyway, moving on to the last one. Can you guess who it is? And lastly, we have God. Pretty good Khan likeness. Honestly, I do like the hair. I also really dig in the details. The old school Delta necklace, his belt, his glove, just the ripped and torn garment, and then the kind of weathered look on there. Boots are cool. His little wrist type deal as well. Same deal with articulation. His hands move. I did mention this on the other ones. The head actually moves a little bit forward and backward on the other ones as well. Nice solid feet on this one. They do pivot a bit, but yeah, just the standard. And these ones also, they popped off when I was getting out of the package, but you can see it's just a ball joint, so if they do pop off, you just snap them back on, and away you go. So that's Khan, and again, a good likeness of Ricardo Montalban. I think Playmates did a good job with these, and yeah, let's check out his accessories. We've got his little bowl of sooty eels. Right there. I should show the side too. It's kind of like the same one that came with the Diamond Select Art Asylum Khan figure. He got his baton or cattle prod or something. And lastly, his Genesis control device. So it's like this. Just hollow in the back, but a little bit of detailing on it. Again, molded all in one color as per Playmates accessories. So not anything to write home about, but still kind of neat to have it. So there you go. I'll chase him round the moons of Nibia, around the Antares maelstrom, and round perdition's flames before I give him up. I didn't quite get that right, but that's okay. From hell's heart, I stab at thee. For hate's sake, I spit my last breath at thee. Alright, let's close out here. Alright guys, so final thoughts. These are worth picking up if you're a fan of Wrath of Khan and the Monster Maroons. I love having Monster Maroon uniform figures. They're actually very well done, to be fair. Zooming in there a little bit. Yeah, these I would recommend. I think Playmates did a good job with these. Like I said, I haven't tried to get the TNG figures. I'm not sure I'm interested. They're basically the same as the original TNG figures. So, I don't know how I feel about that. Let me actually just move this light back a bit better. But I'm really looking forward to the Prodigy ones. I'd love to see any new ones. Let's see if we can get a good color here. Probably. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just looking forward to the ships. I want to get the Protostar for sure, because Eagle Moss isn't a thing anymore, so I'd really be grateful to get a Protostar. I do love the Protostar as a design and as a ship, so yeah. And again, the Prodigy figures I think are ones that I'll really be interested in. But anyway, guys, we'll call it quits for now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. And first time kind of doing this format up here, so it might be a little bit off. So I apologize for that. But anyway, I'd like to thank you again for watching. And please like the video, subscribe, do all that stuff. I'll do a closeout in a second here. But yeah. I would recommend. If I had to like score them out of 10, for the figures themselves, I would give a good 7.5, maybe 8 out of 10 for each of them. Accessories fall a lot lower though. Probably looking at like, well, not very good honestly, a 2 or a 1 for most of the accessories, just because they don't look super great. And molded all in one color, I get it, I get why they do it, but I don't agree with why they do it. So, there's that. But anyhow, let's move on. Alright guys, there you had it, the Rathacon figures from Playmates. I'm looking forward to the other Playmates figures they're going to be coming out with. We've seen the Prodigy ones early on, way back forever ago. Looking forward to those finally coming out and maybe even getting a Protostar. Chances are really good we're going to be getting a Protostar. I've heard some rumors, if you will, from some good sources. But who knows when that's going to happen. Playmates always made really good ships and figures back in the day. So if you've collected these, or if you plan on collecting them now, or if you have any of the TNG ones, let me know down in the comment section what you think of them. And I want to hear your thoughts. So consider giving this video a like. I would really appreciate it. Do the fawns. Or by all means send a super thanks as a way to show your support for the channel and have me continue doing videos like this. I want to do more stuff like this, so there you go. I also want to give another big shout out and thank you to Fleetpaw for sending those over. Really appreciate that. It means a lot, and gave me a chance to look at them. So again, thank you so much, Tyler. That is amazing. So, as I said, please like the video, subscribe, do all the things you're supposed to do, and make sure that you check out the Trekyards channel as well. And like I said, make sure you subscribe to this one. And also check out other videos by me also. A lot of great stuff on this channel, lots more to come. I have a lot of good ideas coming up, so by all means, make sure you're subscribed and don't miss out. Until next time, I'm Captain Foley, signing off. Bye, guys.